Hi, this video will walk you through the different organelles we will be looking at and teach you which cell type you find the organelles in, whether it be the eukaryotic cells, plant and animal, or in the prokaryotic cell. So you want this video running and then your day 3 assignment, organelles of the cell. Alright, to start, the animal cell, which looks like this down the bottom right-hand corner. Just a few things about it: that it does not have a cell wall, it does not have chloroplasts, and it does have vacuoles, but they are small and they're temporary, and they're used for storing, but if the cell no longer needs them, they'll go away. There's one right there. The eukaryotic plant cell, which looks like that on the corner, it has a cell wall, they have chloroplasts, and they have a vacuole that's very large called the central vacuole. We'll go into the definitions of all these cell wall chloroplast vacuoles in the upcoming slides. Alright, to start, we're going to have cell membrane. All 3 types of cells have cell membranes, and it is a thin layer that controls what comes into and goes out of the cell. If you're writing this, you can pause the video to jot down the definition for each of these organelles onto your sheet. Next up, cell wall. We do not find cell walls in animal cells, but they can be found in plant and in prokaryotic cells, and they are strong, rigid layers that support, protect, and shape the cell. Next up, a nucleus. We find the nucleus in both eukaryotic cells, so both the plant and the animal, but we do not find it in the prokaryotic cell. The nucleus stores and protects the DNA. If you were in session 1, you remember how important DNA is, or from the regular year, hopefully you remember how important DNA is, so this organelle is set up just to protect the DNA. On the outside of the nucleus is the nuclear membrane. So again, it is only found in the plant and animal cell because they have a nucleus. It is not found in a prokaryotic cell because that does not have a nucleus. Its job is to control what goes in and out of the nucleus. You've noticed it has almost the exact same job as the cellular membrane, but instead of deciding what can go into and out of the cell, it's what can go into and out of the nucleus. Next up, cytoplasm can be found in all 3 cell types, and it is a jelly-like material that contains dissolved macromolecules. Next up, ribosomes. Ribosomes we find in all cell types, and they are tiny organelles that connect amino acids together to form proteins. After ribosome is vacuole. Vacuoles are used for storage. They store water and food. Next up, mitochondria, which again can be found in both the plant and animal cell. This makes energy. The energy for the cell, which we'll learn about next week, is provided through the mitochondria. If you look at the pictures, you can see the animal cell has much larger mitochondria, and there are many more of them, where the plant cell has smaller and fewer mitochondria. The reason for that is the chloroplasts, which are found only in plant cells, and they carry out photosynthesis, another way to provide energy for the cell. So since the plants use the chloroplasts to make energy, they don't need the large mitochondria or the same number of mitochondria. And that is all. If you flip your sheet over, it asks you to compare each of the organelles and their job in the cell to something in a city. This is going to help you with your day 5 assignment. So for example, we'll say the vacuole, really quickly, it stores water and food. So if I remember, well, the vacuole in the cell is a lot like, let's say, a water tower in the city. Both of them store water. And that's all easier it is. So for each one of them, you want to try to come up with something in a city that does the same job that the organelle does for the cell. Be creative, have fun with it, and it will help connect the organelles and their functions in your brain. Thank you.